Hello and welcome back to the new season. We are 3 games in and we already have a top of the table clash. So of course, since you're last with us, we have had the transfer window and we have had quite a bit of activity during that. If you're happy to hear that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can achieve this season. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And definitely leave a like because we are currently top of the league. 3 games in. However, there's only 2 teams that have played 3 games and won 3 games. And it's us and Fulham, weirdly. So that's our top of the table clash today. But before we do that, we'll jump in and have a look at our transfers. And we'll start off with our outgoings. So first of all, we let Josu Burgos leave to Ipswich Town. Only a few grand, just wanted to get him off the books. Then Jamie Kolk left to Newcastle, 31.5 million. They met the release clause, nothing that we could do about it, and he didn't want to negotiate a new contract with us. So off he went. Lucas Izaguirre left us for £12 million. He's gone to PSG of all clubs. So he's gone there to be a backup. But I did say I wanted to look at moving the keeper on, and we have managed to do so. And then unfortunately, Terry Kelly refused to sign a contract with us when he came for our youth ranks, and he's gone and signed for Tottenham, which is a massive shame because he looked absolutely fantastic, but nothing I could do about it. Next up was Camden. He left to Augsburg for £11 million. It was a release clause, but I was also happy to let him go. I was planning to sell him anyway, so it was absolutely fine. Anthony Wright-Rice left us for about 220 grand to Blackburn, not really of note. Jakupovic also left us, our other goalkeeper, 1.9 million for him to go to Dortmund. He's gone there to be a backup, but I'm very happy with who we've replaced these guys with. We've finally managed to move Milton on for 1.8 million to Boa Vista. Tried to get rid of him last year, sent him out on loan. We've managed to sell him this year. And that is all of the outgoings that we had. So let's go and have a look at our incomings. If I slide over there out your way, might be over there, one of the two. We brought in Marbod Yolve, first of all, a guy who can play left wing or in the number 10, which is very important. He's very much a youngster. We've sent him out on loan to get some experience, but looks like he could be very good for us in the future. Ernesto Guzman joins us from Pumas in Mexico. Looked absolutely fantastic. We've only paid 7 million for him. He's already come in and been a starting player for us, and his stats, he just looks like a really good player. So hopefully he's going to be fantastic for us. And then coming in from Roma, we have Lenny Yoro. We needed to kind of replace Branthwaite because his legs have gone a bit since last season. He's come in and looked very good at the start of the season. He's grabbed 2 goals as well. As you may have noticed, we haven't been able to move Branthwaite on, but we are going to have him there as a backup just in case. Our big signing of the summer, 30.5 million for Orlando Roberts. He's come in from Stoke, who have just been relegated. However, looks very, very good in my opinion. For what you want from a striker, he's good off the ball, he's got good determination, good finishing, pretty good physically. So between him and Urzulak, I think we've got 2 fantastic strikers. Next up we have Gonchek Mentis. He's come in on a free transfer actually as a goalkeeper. He's our first option. We've got 2 goalkeepers that have joined us and 1 that's come back on loan, and we've kind of got the option of 3 fantastic goalkeepers at the moment, Mentis being the first one. Atubolu is the next one, another free transfer coming in from Freiburg. He looks absolutely fantastic. 16 reflexes, 17 one-on-ones. I wasn't even planning to bring him in, to be honest. And then I looked at his stats when he came through on the scout report, and I couldn't really say no to him. He's actually described as a world-class goalkeeper. Next up, we have Claudio Echeverri from Reims, another free transfer, and another player who looks very good. He can play that number 10 role, which, as I say, will soon become evident why that's so important for us. And 18 flair, love that. He's got good passing, good first touch, good dribbling, absolutely perfect for that number 10 role. Next we have Victor Arasti from Wolves. I believe we bought him in for about £11 million. He is very much a youngster who's come in to really replace Taylor Kelly that left us on a free. And although we've had to pay for him, he looks very good for the future. 6'5", love that from a defensive midfielder. And hopefully he can be a bit of beef for us. I'd like to bring him in partway through the season, ideally. At the very least, we're going to see him in some cup games. And finally, we have Stefan Nielsen coming in from Copenhagen for, I think, £3.2 million. It was a release clause. We've bought him in to play left wing back. Lots of good stats in there and very physical. Love to see it. And although he's not really able to jump, we don't necessarily need that from our wing backs. So hopefully we've built a really good team. And if you think about it, it certainly seems that way because we've won our first 3 games of the season. We had a 2-0 win against Aston Villa on the opening day. We had a 3-2 win against Brighton, coming back from 1-0 down, then 2-1 down to finally get the win. And then most recently we had a 2-1 win against Reading. Another good performance from us, and hopefully that will continue as we play Fulham. I will also mention we've got our Champions League draw. It looks a little bit tougher than we had last year, as we play Shakhtar, then Villarreal, both away, Napoli at home, Chelsea away, literally back-to-back from when we played them in the league, Antalyaspor at home, Braga at home, and then we end with PSG away and Atletico Madrid at home. And if that wasn't enough, we then play Manchester City on the back of the Atletico Madrid game. So January is going to be a very important month for us. But for now, let's focus on Fulham. And our lineup for the game against Fulham, we've got Atubolo in goal, Yoro, Gula and Ayala as the back 3, Quiroga and Bajano as the wing backs, Paleo and Guzman as the midfielders, with Danny and Flores in the number 10s and Roberts up front. So as I mentioned, those number 10s are very important. We have had a change of system and it looks like it's been very promising. So hopefully you'll get to see a bit of that today. Arellano throws the ball in for Fulham and gets it to Balbuena, and back to Bessie at the back for Fulham. Across to Gonzalez. They're actually playing a pretty similar formation, but instead of 2 number 10s, they've got 2 wingers. That is horrendous. Ayala's just put the ball straight past our own keeper. So we reach half time at 1-0 down, and we have yet to see anything that represents what this tactic has been doing for us so far this season, which is rather annoying. Hopefully we'll sort that out in the second half and get ourselves back in this game. So as you've seen, not a lot's been going on. We're going to bring Urzulak on for Roberts up front, and we'll send Suarez on for Flores in the number 10. I know he's like a grey star, but he has looked very good there. And Correa coming in at left wing back. Corner kick for Fulham here. It's sent in towards the near post, and the keeper has made an absolutely fantastic save to deny Fulham going 2-0 up. However, danger's not over because another corner is about to be sent in. Cozier Dubry is the man to send the corner in for a second time. This one goes to the near post again, but this time it's headed well over the bar. Well, that was far from what we've seen so far this season. Maybe the team are a little bit camera shy. We lose 1-0 to Fulham in a game of nothing really. Barely anything interesting happened. It took an own goal for them to beat us. It was just a bit of a bad game. So as you'd expect, we are now off the top of the league. However, we will hopefully be back on top of the league. I think we'll aim to come back somewhere around the Antalyaspor game just to see how we're getting on in the Champions League. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment again, let me know if you'd like me to continue with the one match episodes. I know we had one a few days ago that ended up being about 5 minutes, if that, because of how short the highlights were. So let me know what you think. Subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.